Hey guys, today we're going to talk about The Flash. Now, first I want to say that I really do enjoy the show, but ever since I started this channel, I started to look at things more critically, for better or for worse, and this first episode was so disappointing for me. Now, I do want to say that my opinion can change. If this was important to set up something in the future, I can understand, but I will talk about that if that turns out to be the case. But let's take a look at the beginning of Season 3. Well, the episode starts out and shows us the flashpoint world Barry created. And there are no surprises, it's what we saw in the promos. His parents are alive and well, he still has his powers, Wally is the new Flash, and Cisco is a billionaire, and none of this stuff was interesting at all. I felt that the episode was more about giving us Easter eggs than anything else interesting. On a mini rant, I'm tired of Easter eggs. They used to be so nice and cool, but now they're too much. I'm tired of them. And no show is a bigger criminal than The Flash. A show that shoves Easter eggs anywhere it can to the detriment of the episode. At least, this is how I feel. Easter eggs were nice when they were a few and fun for us to recognize, when you had to look deep to find them, not when there's one lurking around every corner and jumping out at you. Okay, now that I got that off my chest, I'm looking on where to start, because there's so much I didn't like about this episode. I think my biggest complaint is that they spent just one episode in this new reality. One. So in the 22-minute mark of the episode, Barry says there's no chance he will free Reverse Flash, jump only 15 minutes, and voila, he's free.
No, you're lying. You just want me to let you out of here. That's never gonna happen.
We need to go back in time. To that night.
To do what?
You know what I need you to do.
And why? Because Wally is probably dying, or because he's losing his memories? This was just so rushed. I can understand why he would do this if he was losing his memories, because he realizes he is losing his old life, and that makes him realize he doesn't want to. That he likes his old self and life even with all the tragedy. This didn't come off in the show at all, and it's purely headcanon on my part. The other reason is Wally dying, which he can just go back in the past and stop or bring him to the real doctor that might be able to help him. And this means he learned nothing from the experience because the whole reason for Flashpoint is his father dying. Another part I didn't like is when they spent the bulk of the episode on Isis and Barry, which was really cheesy and quite frankly, really boring. One of the things I really liked about last season is they didn't throw this relationship in our faces. It had its moments here and there, and that's fine. But in this episode, the whole thing, because of love, him getting his memories back, and the fact that it took him 3 months to talk to her, and she finally felt whole when she met him, like she somehow has Cisco's powers and felt something in the timeline was wrong. Too much for one episode. Way too much for me at all. You had so many possibilities, so many options, so much stuff that you could have focused on in this episode. You had the license to create a new reality, and you focus on this. Have you learned nothing from Arrow? It would have made sense if Cisco was the one to notice something is wrong, and before you say he didn't have his powers, if they could have done whatever they want to do, they could have given him his powers if they had chosen. Man, I'm having trouble. There's just so much in this episode that could have been done better. Even the writing was bad. You mean to tell me that in 3 months, Barry didn't realize that Cisco is the richest man in the United States or that Star Labs is gone? What the heck has he done for these 3 months? You'd think that the first thing he would have done would be checking on his friends. Cisco's entrance was way too cartoonish.
Don't get me wrong.
Oh! Is there a better way to get to work than by helicopter? Let me answer that. Capital N, little O.
Quite right, Mr. Ramon. As for Logic Frame, it's a relatively small startup. The IP is expected to be in the low teens.
Offer them 20 mil. Huh. Baby. I got some business to attend to, so we'll get on that other matter later.
What if I get on it first?
I mean, nobody talks like that. Not even a little. But this might be on purpose. Some might like it. I don't know. I know I didn't like it. The whole episode was just a giant waste of opportunities. If you compare this to the source material, and no, I'm not saying they should have done what the comics have done, because they obviously can't, and for anyone who wants to know what the comics did, you can check out the movie they made, or go to a channel like Comicstorian that, well, reads comics in an entertaining way. The comic took this opportunity to do something really big, something very special, having a World War III between Wonder Woman and Aquaman. In my opinion, if the show wanted to spend only one episode on this, then do something big. Maybe bring Superman or something like that into the show, or do something with Arrow being evil. I don't know, but do something. Or if you do something small, spend more than an episode on it. The whole storyline with Joe being a bad father or Wally being Kid Flash, which was really another attempt at an Easter egg, because he's not that much younger looking than Barry. So anyway, even if it was a good storyline, I didn't have a chance to care about that because of how fast it was over. I mean, compare it to the Arrow premiere, and I liked Arrow much more, because they spend the episode showing us the new reality with no old team and Oliver as mayor, and at least for now, it's going to stay that way. So I was so much more invested. From my point of view, the producers just wanted to say, hey, we did Flashpoint, without putting much thought into it. On a side note, man, do I miss Tom Cavanaugh. So the writing wasn't great. The story was bad. The focus of the episode was bad. But it's just the first episode, and I do like the idea of a non-speedster villain for the first time, with the alchemy, and while I do have more problems with the episode, like how did the Reverse Flash know that they changed something? Well, this is something I expect to be addressed in future episodes, so I'll return to it only if I see that it's not addressed. Well, that's it for this video. If you liked the video, click the like button. If you're new and you liked it, click the subscribe button. And if you really, really liked it, consider following us at AdWatchersPod. I do want to continue talking about The Flash and other TV shows, so I hope these videos will get some traction. Like always, hope you enjoyed the video, and have a great day.